One man's drink is another man's poison. We've all heard of some weird and wacky things people will do in the name of getting drunk. But have you heard of a wine that has a dead reptile floating in it? Well, if you are like me, the first thing that comes to mind is ew, right? But believe it or not, it is a Southeast Asian specialty that is said to have many health benefits. Believed to improve your sex life and ward off evil spirits, this potentially deadly wine has been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. Adventurous drinkers may find this alcoholic beverage very tempting, but resist the urge to drink it unless you're certain that it's from a reputable source. One man learned it the hard way when he was bitten by a venomous reptile marinated in this drink, which had been hibernating inside the bottle and woke up when he opened it. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Who in their right mind would want to drink this alcohol? What is this stomach-churning drink? If you're brave enough to find out, then stay tuned because I'm going to introduce to you the most vile drink imaginable and see if it takes the crown for being the most disgusting alcohol in the world. Some of you might have guessed it by now. If you say snake wine, then you're absolutely right. So, strap in and get ready for some serious gag reflexes. What is snake wine? Snake wine is a popular Southeast Asian drink with about 30 to 40% alcohol content. The snakes are usually venomous and often left to soak in the wine for weeks or even months. This practice is most common in Southeast Asia, where there is a long-standing tradition of using snakes in traditional medicine. How is snake wine made? There are two ways to make this slithery elixir. One method is steeping, where you submerge the snake in a bottle of rice wine with medicinal herb and allow it to sit there for a few weeks or months. The other more gruesome way or method was to kill the snake, usually by decapitation, and drain its blood directly into the wine, where it is immediately drunk as a shot. The benefits of snake wine. Despite its rather unappetizing name and appearance, snake wine is actually a pretty popular drink in many parts of the world. It has been used in traditional Chinese medicine since at least 771 BC. And while not recognized by modern medical practices, snake wine is not just for novelty value. Traditionalists believe that there are pretty significant benefits to drinking this unique beverage. For one thing, snake wine is said to be a potent aphrodisiac. In Vietnam, for example, it is not uncommon to see bottles of snake wine for sale, as it is believed to help with everything from sex life to cunning joint pain. It is also said that it's good for your skin. So, if you are hoping to turn back the clock a bit, snake wine could be worth a try. Others believe it's a good way to ward off evil spirits. And some people just think it's a cool and unique way to get drunk. Whatever the reason, there's no denying that snake wine is definitely not for the faint of heart. What does snake wine taste like? This is a question I get asked a lot. And to be honest, it's tough to say because snake wine can vary widely depending on the type of snake used and the ingredient added to the wine. Some people have described the taste as similar to tequila or vodka with a hint of fishiness.
You got it, don't. It's okay. It's waves. It hits you. I saw it done. In the first second, you're like, I can deal with this, and then it's so burny. Oh, I don't even want to recall the taste because it's gonna make me puke.
Others think it's terrible and tastes like rotten meat.
Don't puke, don't puke, don't puke.
I'm good. I'm good. Personally, I've never had the chance to try snake wine. And I'm not sure if I ever will. But if you're curious as to what it tastes like, remember it's not about the joy and the pleasure of drinking, but the medicinal qualities that the drink claims to possess. Are there any risks associated with drinking snake wine? If you're thinking of buying snake wine, think again. This disgusting drink can kill you. First of all, it's important to note that most snakes used in snake wine are venomous. This means that there is a potential for the venom to seep into the wine during the soaking process. Although the ethanol content in the rice wine denatures the snake's venom, you can't be too careful. Also, it's possible for harmful bacteria to grow in the snake-infused alcohol, and this can lead to food poisoning and other health problems. Now, in rare cases, snakes might go into hibernation mode and stay alive even after months of being soaked in wine. A man from Heilongjiang province in China had the shock of his life when a supposedly dead snake inside a bottle of snake wine bit him. He bought 3 jars of this stuff, believing that it could help cure his son's chronic illness. Instead of opening the jars immediately, the father left the jars untouched for a year, thinking that the drink could have stronger medicinal properties. After being marinated for a year, the man finally opened the jars, only to find that all those 3 venomous snakes had been hibernating inside the jar and woke up. One of the snakes bit him, and he was rushed to the hospital. He survived the incident and is now warning others to be careful if they decide to drink this alcohol. For these reasons, it is important to be extremely careful if you decide to drink snake wine. And make sure you buy it from a reputable source and follow safety and storage instructions that come with the product. Where can you buy snake wine? If you're daring enough to try snake wine, you'll be happy to know that it's somewhat easy to find for sale at markets or specialty shops throughout Asia, such as Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, and Taiwan. Better known as Snake Alley, a night market on Washi Street in Taipei, Taiwan, is where you can find all sorts of snake products, including snake soup. But most tourists come for the snake wine. If you find a bottle you'd like to buy, it has to be inspected by an official from the wildlife department to be imported legally. Because occasionally, endangered species of snakes are used in the wine. Traditionally, snake wine contains a deadly cobra. But in reality, it's usually a yellow-spotted keelback and other non-poisonous snakes, whose necks have been stretched to make them look like cobra. Probably because, well, have you ever tried to get a live cobra inside a bottle? Lastly, it's also possible to buy snake wine online. However, it's important to be cautious in buying snake wine online as there is a risk of receiving fake or counterfeit products. How much does snake wine cost? The price of snake wine can vary depending on the type of snake used, the quality of the wine, and other factors. In general, you can expect to pay anywhere from $20 to $100 for a good quality bottle of snake wine. So there you have it. If you are looking for a natural remedy for what ails you, snake wine might just be the answer. And if you're feeling brave, why not give this gross and unique drink a try? But be warned, only the most adventurous drinkers need apply. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up and remember to hit that subscribe button for more weekly uploads.